Hey everybody, and welcome back to Midtown, USA. It's day 2 of early spring, and we have been cultivating our oilseed radish in field 16. We finished up the spraying yesterday, and then went ahead and hooked up our Massey Ferguson 8700 here to our cultivator, and we started cultivating this field. It didn't quite get done before nighttime or before evening, so we went ahead and took a break, went on into the house and just chilled out for the evening. But now we are ready to get back to it. We go ahead and finish up cultivating here on field 16, and then we will move on up to the field up on the hill. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We're going to move up to field 12 once we get this field done. Went ahead and opened up the sunroof and the back glass to let a little air in. It is a little chilly this morning, but it's all good. And we still, if we look at the forecast, still see that we have got some cool temperatures. Not sure when we're going to get our ground temp up, but got plenty of fields to cultivate our oilseed radish in, get that third fertilization state, and then we will we'll be able to start our planting. Get this squared off here. This corner squared up. And let's take a look at the screen here. And I think what we're going to do, obviously we have wheat in field 17 and 2. We have barley in field 14. We're going to turn over these two fields in corn if possible. But in order to do that, we need to basically have our wheat and barley off the field for the end of early summer. If we can get it off the field before the end of early summer, then that means that we will be able to put some corn in the ground. If not, we're going to have to put soybeans in those two fields. So what I am thinking is field 15, we'll put corn in regardless of what we're going to do with respect to 17 and 14. I think we're going to put sunflowers in field 12. We'll put canola back up in field 12, and we'll have to see what we put over here in 7 and 8. It might be soybeans, it might be corn. Field 6 is slated for our potatoes, so that's what we've got. It's kind of the goal, kind of the plan of action. See, we are obviously cultivating down a hill here because we're able to run a little bit quicker down the hill than we are in the opposite direction. Really, it was a choice between this this tractor, the Massey Ferguson 8737, or our Big Bud. Because this particular cultivator takes, I think, 360 horsepower. This Massey Ferguson has 400 horsepower, and I think the Big Bud has 450. So we'll see how well this cultivator and this tractor combination work on some of the fields that have a little more pronounced inclines or elevation changes. Obviously turn off our GPS for this last run here. And that will finish this field out as far as seed bed preparation. I have 3 stages of fertilizer there. So I hope you guys are enjoying the return back to the Churn Farm series that's airing on Saturday and Sunday. It's kind of always irked at me a little bit that we left rather abruptly on that series. We were always planning on, or I was always planning on playing through an entire game year and some portion into the second year. And then when we had this opportunity to get over here on Midtown, I wanted to jump on that opportunity, and really it put a abrupt halt to our gameplay on Churn Farms. And thankfully we had a great opportunity where we were in position to have a fairly good stockpile of videos for the Churn Farm videos that we were able to really focus on. We had a decent stockpile of Midtown videos. We were able to then focus on Churn Farms for a while, and got that series. We've actually played through it, and just finished up recording the last video for that series, and it will air in a few weeks. Still going to schedule those out every 2 days on the weekends. Quite the incline here, it is for sure. Let's go up here, and guess we'll start at that end of the field. Fold this. Let's get lined up. Bring our up-bow. Did not want to do that. Right. In. Drop her down and let's get to going. To get that little bit. So we were able to focus on our Churn Farm series for a little bit and work through. We actually worked through an entire spring, summer, and autumn of great demand for compost. 24 hours. Okay. So we were able to work through an entire spring, summer, and autumn of the second year. So that was really exciting. Glad that is now done. Focus on our Midtown farming and not have to have that over our little heads. So that's pretty cool. Let's turn that just a little bit. So in other news, we have Oakfield Farms finally making it out to the public, and there will be a video that came out earlier this week from me, or maybe it was last week. I'm not sure. I can't remember if this video is going to air on a Friday or a Monday, but either rate, it either just came out this week or video did, that is, or came out early last week. Are you all looking? Is anyone going to be playing that map? Are you playing that map? What do you think about it? Let me know. A little curious how you all are looking to play that potential map. Let's take a look at that compost. $3,000. Okay. How much manure? 5,000 liters. 14,000. Let's take a look at price here. Not a super high price, but it might be something to look forward to or look to. Then again, we got $440,000. I don't think we need any more money at the current juncture. Now have our the clouds are starting to burn off. Low fog starting to burn off, which is a good thing. See across the land. Remember, we slightly adjusted our schedule or course. We're going to need to come back and fix that. You know, the one thing that really, I guess, well, it didn't get to me, but I really noticed between playing Churn Farms and this map is the traffic. There is no traffic on Churn Farms, and there is obviously traffic here on Midtown. I was just noticing as I saw the cars drive by that yeah, there isn't any traffic on Midtown. Or on Churn. I kind of had forgot what traffic looked like there for a little bit. Because the other maps that I'm playing, the multiplayer map of UMRV, well, it doesn't have traffic, and the other live stream map that I'm doing, Skeleton, it doesn't have traffic. So, at this point, the only map that I'm playing actively that has traffic is Midtown. It's not because I turned traffic off. It's just that interesting that those maps don't have traffic. So we can turn off our headlights now. Cultivating it pretty good. Let's check this side. Make sure we don't have too much overlap. Let's go ahead and shut up the there we go. It's getting a little cool in here. Might have to turn on our thermostat or heater. So what kind of mods are you all playing with? I just saw that Black Sheep Modding had released their excavator mod. That mod was fairly heavily anticipated. They had been doing all kinds of videos on that and kind of previewing it when they were previewing their the old valley, the old farm map. So, you know, what was really curious was if you know, when that would come out. Would it come out when the Valley of the Old Farm came out? And then when it didn't come out, when that map came out, it was really like, you know, when is the excavator coming out? and now that it's out, I've messed with it a little bit. It seems pretty interesting. I think it would take a fair bit of getting used to get used to manipulating it. I kept wanting to extend the arm by using the left mouse button, but that controls the excavator rotation and the excavator arm up and down. I was really wanting it to control up and down and forward and out. Then we had the right mouse button does the forward, the in and out of the arm, and then it does the rotation of the implement. So I think it would just take me a little getting used to using it, but I do plan on giving it a spin, maybe on the next series that we do. And the next series that we're going to do is going to be on Rathlin Island. We're going to continue Midtown until the end of autumn. That was always the plan, and continues to be the plan, to play this map through harvest season of this game year. So it's going to be almost a year and 3/4. Really, it's like playing a year and a half, because we didn't visually or on camera, we did not start recording videos on here until the last day of spring. Effectively started in summertime. And in Rathlin, we're going to be starting in the middle of winter. So that'll be another little interesting thing, is starting in the middle of winter as opposed to starting in spring, you know, when everything else starts up. Zoom on out and just cross there. Really do miss the sights. You know, when you play during winter, and I've mentioned this already, when you play during winter, you can really get some blah and drab going on from the standpoint of, you know, the trees, the bushes, everything is all just dreary and dead, and to some degree a little depressing. And it isn't until you get to your spring do you really get to get things back and looking well, and almost gives you, it really does give you a little uptick in how you feel. Let's turn on around here. Let's drop her down and fire it off. We are going to go ahead and finish this video, or this field out, in a little bit of a time lapse. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So guys, we are going to go ahead and finish up this field and then move on over to, I think, field 8 and start cultivating that field. But this is where I'm going to leave you guys for the night, for the day. Here comes the train. I'll leave you guys for the day here, and when we come back, it will be day 3. See how much we got cultivated and see if we can't get something else done in the way of field prep. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider clicking that like button. Also, I encourage you to go check out the guys in my description below. Specifically, go check out DoughBoy. 39123 something. I forget his number. But go check out DoughBoy. He is... Oh, we don't want to fold. He's currently working, trying to get 500 subs by Valentine's Day. He's got a little ways to go. He's had some busy work schedule, so he's not been able to put out videos as frequent as he'd like to, which is put a little damper on his sub counts. And I want to encourage you to go check him out. Check out some of his videos. He does helps us out over at UMRV. But go check him out if you like him. Give him a sub. Go check out PCSG and the 3 Dudes Gaming Network. Both are really great websites. Community-based, community-minded, and they are the go-to place for getting help when you need help. That is for sure. Now, the reason is that they're going to answer your question. Might find that surprising, but believe it or not, most websites, if you go and ask, most forums and whatever, community forums, if you go and ask a question, the odds of you actually getting an answer are fairly slim. And if you do get a response back, it's usually going to be like, go look for it. Or Google is your friend, and things like that. So you're not going to find that type of response over at PCSG or 3 Dudes. They're always more than willing to help you out and answer any questions you have. Until next time, guys, happy farming.